Now, one of the things you've touched on briefly in terms of app design is that you think it's important to have something that brings delight to your users to make them really enjoy the app and love the app. But what do you think in terms of uh, custom stock design? What developers, what can they do to help the app stand out above just stock UI kit slash Swift UI controls?
Yeah, just like want to have one or two things that really stand out in terms of the interaction. I think at the end of the day, um, if you are excited about your UI, people will get excited about your UI. And, you know, we can speak about backend, but at the end of the day, as much as backend is really important, a lot of people are not going to see the backend part. But the UI part, they will definitely see. And you need to be able to express that to your users in a way that really get them excited. And sometimes it doesn't even need to be the normal users. It can be the power users. So for example, you can say, okay, maybe it's just use it yourself first. So that's the first rule. If you enjoy your own app, most likely people are going to enjoy your app as well. So if you think your design sucks, most people are going to think that your design sucks. So the key part is to enjoy your design, to enjoy your app, test it multiple times. And speaking about power users, there these are the one thing that I learned as a creator for about 2 decades is that the power users are incredibly important. They are the ones that set the tone for the needs for your app, and especially moving forward after launch. They will be the one that come back to you and say, hey, wouldn't it be great if I can double tap on this picture and like it, right? It's not hard to do, but it's definitely one thing that can make your app stand out based on the feedback of your users. And you're like, yeah, let's do it. And then you do something interesting, something exciting, and then suddenly it becomes standard everywhere. The same for the pull to refresh, right? Like it's not something in your face necessarily, but as soon as people start using it and they're like, wouldn't it be great if instead of scrolling up and bouncing for no reason, I can actually refresh the app? Yeah, that's great. Sure, let's do it. And then you think about something, and then you think about the interaction necessary for that. As long as you see a problem or a waste of space or a waste of interaction, such as the scrolling, um, like wouldn't it be great if you scroll at the bottom and suddenly it adds more items, as we call it now, lazy loading, right? It's all part of a problem, and it's all part of a solution based on that problem. So I would love to see developers do that more and say like, hey, um, let's really get people excited about the interactions, and let's listen to feedback. Let's also really enjoy our own app and really be satisfied with our own design.
So I guess there's a trade-off somewhere between satisfying those power users, but also taking care of really good accessibility, really good discoverability. I mean, if I was thinking about, double tap to like a picture, I can see why that might be a shortcut for some folks, but then is that possible to use if you can't double tap very easily? Or, would you hit it by accident? Like you're looking through pictures of you at school, like that girl you liked from 20, 30 years ago, and you double tap to zoom in the picture and it likes it. You're like, no, she'll see an alert saying he liked my picture, and it's the wall of shame, There's a trade off there somewhere, isn't it, between power users and also being accessible to people and also being discoverable to people.
Hmm. Yeah, there's no perfect solution. Even the swipe from the bottom of the home indicator to go to the home screen can be done accidentally a lot. I don't know if you watch your kids using an iPad or an iPhone. They will most likely do that all the time, and it's so frustrating. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, there's no design that is perfect. And as long as you kind of follow the 80% rule, as long as 80% of people use your feature or use your design in such a way, then then it's worth having it front and center. If it's not, then you can put it more in a hidden. So we're talking about visual hierarchy. All of those things, definitely I'm going to teach that in my course about UI design for developers.